Alright, what's happening, people? This is Internet Explorer on the mic. And recently I went to a tournament, KTAR 7, and I played against Mew2King Sheik on stream. And you know, most of my matches aren't on stream because I'm not a top level player or anything like that. And I feel like this particular match, I learned a lot about the Sheik matchup. And I feel like I pulled off a couple pretty good things. You know, of course I still got pounded into the ground because it's freaking Mew2King and it's Sheik. But maybe all 7 links out there could learn something from this. And so I'm decided to do my own commentary on it. Just get a few words in on a couple things that happened in the match and my general strategy and the mistakes I made, things like that. So let's get started.
So maybe less, depends on how quickly Mew2King can seal the deal here.
Just a big background on Internet Explorer. He does play Link. He actually beat DOH at Scene of 2013.
Pools?
No, Bracket.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Clarification, I did not beat DOH in Bracket. I beat him in pools.
I forget who. Was somebody important.
Not in Bracket, so
Mew2King's obviously probably going to go Sheik.
just a clarification on that.
At least for him.
Pretty sure that matchup is like almost impossible.
Maybe he's trying to play me up, I don't know, but yeah. But anyway, so he wanted to go to Final Destination. We went to Battlefield because I'm not going to get chain grabbed all day. But anyway, my general strategy here is I'm trying to really keep my spacing, be very safe, get my projectiles out there, just rack up damage little by little, because if I get grabbed, I'm pretty much screwed. So that's kind of what I'm going for here. Right there, I went for a weak up B to try to gimp him. If you get anyone off stage as Link, then try to just hammer him with nairs, back airs, like just get him out, because Link has a couple pretty good gimping tools. So he took my first stock there. Nothing particularly special about that. He was just being aggressive on me. So that was pretty lucky down smash right there. I'm not really doing a good enough job here keeping my space. I was doing a better job at the beginning, but now I'm kind of trying to go in a little bit more and like I'm paying for it. Right there. Okay, they were like you know, whoever's commentating did a little like thing, but what I was basically going for there was as he, and I almost got it too, but as he was, after I got that up air in, or after I got the down smash, the first thing that I do is there's a little trick that I do on Battlefield where if you time your second jump very precisely, then you can sort of like teleport onto the top platform because of the way landing detection works, and it's the fastest way to land on the top platform as Link. So you see me do that first, right there. And then I do an up B here because I'm hoping for him, and it's actually very, very close. If he grazes the side of that up B, and you're right, it is risky, but if he grazes the side of that up B, then he's gonna get spiked. But he like regained control of his character and managed to hit me with a back air before that happened. It was really close though. So anyway, after that he just knocks me right off.
In autopilot at this point and knows exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's really sad. Like, it's not like, you know, Internet Explorer's fault. It's just Jason's just that much.
So at this point he has enough damage for me to kill him. So I tried to ledge cancel there, but I failed because I'm bad.
They struggle versus Sheik. I mean, this is the character that more or less
right there is when I get the bomb knocked into the upper platform and he didn't tech. So I took that opportunity and got a dare, and it's not too hard to get in a good dare if they're stuck on a platform. But anyway, I'm going back to being pretty safe right now. I mean, grabs aren't safe, but in general. And I'm also trying to stay behind him because if I'm hitting his shield with a back air or something like that, I'm not going to get grabbed if I'm behind him. So right here is good. I had him above me, so I got in a few up airs. That's universal with Link against any character. If they're above you, you're going to get in some up airs. Risky grab there.
That's the other thing. Sheik doesn't have the best options. Grab the ledge.
That's it. That was a pretty big mistake. I have a habit, I guess, and I mean it's generally a good habit of again, like I said before, if I get them off stage, then I'm gonna jump off and try to gimp them with a nair or something of the sort, and that's exactly what I tried to do there. But the reason that was a big mistake was I pretty much had the kill already. If the commentator said, if I just grabbed the ledge and forced Sheik to up B back onto the stage, then I probably could have done a ledge hop dare or something like that and secured that stock. I completely missed, and that sadly turned it around, and I lost another stock there. So that put me way behind in this match. So, by the way, if Link is at 0% and Sheik gets in a down throw, then what you'll want to do is you can hit the tech button, but also mash jump, because Sheik knows that at low percents after down throw you want to jab them or F-tilt or something of the sort, and so when I get thrown and I get jabbed, I'm mashing jump, and so I can just quickly get out of that and I don't get re-grabbed. Right there. So that's a very good technique to prevent like low percent grab jankiness on Sheik. You know, once you hit 30%, you're gonna get chain grabbed, and that's the end of that. But at 0, that's what you should do to avoid that situation.
Because that's really what you can do at this point with Jason. You have to find a way to read him.
Right. So it's like it's.
So here he starts getting really aggressive, and that's what gets me.
I just see. I mean, I feel like
that's what loses me this last stock basically. I mean, right here I'm against the stage. I was trying to pressure him back off the stage, but once Sheik grabs the ledge, Link can't do anything about that because of the stalling, and you know, it's ironic. Sheik has an advantage when holding the ledge. So anyway, that last stock sort of just like withers away as expected. So what I do next is I'm going to counterpick Pokemon Stadium, because I'm only going to take Sheik 3 different stages. I'm going to take him to, I mean, I took him to Battlefield, but you know, that was a result of striking, but I'm going to take Sheik to either Yoshi's Story, Fountain of Dreams, or Pokemon Stadium. The reason is simple. If I get thrown by Sheik on any of those 3 stages, then I'm able to tech on the platform and not get chain grabbed, and it gives me some breathing room. In this particular case, I chose Pokemon Stadium because I understood that I really need my space against him, because the strategy I'm going for is generally to, you know, chip away at him with projectiles and little attacks here and there. And if the stage is more condensed and he has the opportunity to be like really close to me and aggressive on me, then I'm going to miss out on that and probably lose a lot more quickly. And that's actually, I think, one thing Mew2King could have done better here is he could have just been more aggressive against me. There's no reason to, as a top tier, like, play safe against Link, because Link can't do anything if you're being aggressive against him. If I'm in my shield, I have like no options as long as you're keeping your spacing and hammering move after move. You're pillaring as spacies or whatever. So, you know, Mew2King, he doesn't know the matchup, which he even said to me at one point in this match. He doesn't know the matchup, and he was being very safe, and of course he's going to win anyway because he can outplay me. But he probably could have 4-stocked me both times if he was just endlessly aggressive. You know, people who know the matchup like egg him, that's what they do against me. So, right there, that was good on me how I got a down throw in there, but I dropped it, sadly. Where are we here? I dropped it because I hesitated after the down throw. I didn't tech chase him properly. I should have known that he wasn't going to tech toward the stage, because most people do that, and that's generally, if I down throw them when I'm close to the ledge, they always, you know, tech back toward the middle of the stage. That's kind of just like a mid-level, mid-high level player sort of thing to do, because, you know, you don't want to be put off stage. So that's generally like the read that I go for, but I hesitated at the last second thinking, wait, Mew2King's probably not going to do that because he's smarter than that, and that hesitation is what caused me to not really pick a good option after the tech. You know, I could have re-grabbed him, I could have down smashed, you know, anything of that sort, but, you know, I just hesitated, and he ended up down smashing me off stage. Fortunately, he didn't, for some reason, he didn't go off stage. He literally could have just, like, back aired me or grabbed the ledge and put me in a really bad situation. He didn't do that, so I got in that up B, and as a result, I hit him off stage. And this is the interesting part. Again, that programming kicks in where, if they're off stage, get in those nairs, get in those back airs, just try to keep them off, try to gimp them. You know, and in this case, that's better than trying to grab the ledge, because Sheik is a low percent, and even if I do that, I won't really be able to do much after that. So I get in that nair, and what happens is it turns Sheik around so that Mew2King fails to grab the ledge after the up B. That wasn't 100% intentional, but that sort of weird janky stuff can happen, like when you're off camera and hitting each other. And if I know that I have a generally safe recovery, which was mostly the case because I was the one nairing Mew2King, and so he was probably more concerned with getting that up B in to make sure he can recover. And that's what ended up happening. He turned around and lost the stock there. So that puts me in the beginning at a pretty big lead. Unfortunately, I don't manage to keep that lead, but it was still pretty cool. So there's standard Link recovery on that part. That was very close. He almost got me with a forward air, but I managed to get him with the bomb first.
I think everybody would root for him in that game.
So right there, you know, when I hook shot the ledge, I have several options. Or really only like 2 options. When I hook shot the ledge, sorry, that crap. Hold on 1 second. All right. Not sure why that happened, but anyway, when I hook shot the ledge, my 2 options are I can either mash A and do the little ledge hop right away, which is what I'm doing here. And if I'm lucky, I get the sweet spot, which instead of doing a ledge hop, it causes me to immediately grab the ledge, which is pretty much 100% safe, and that's probably what I was hoping would happen here, because that's like Link's safe haven with recovery, but it's like really hard to do intentionally, and it feels pretty random every time, so I'm pretty sure I was just like hoping that would happen. But it didn't. And the other option is to let myself dangle down, and after I'm dangling, I hit A, and it flies me up, and I grab the ledge instead of doing a ledge hop. But the risk in that is, and in this situation, I know it would have happened if I did the dangly, then Sheik would have just dropped down and back aired or forward aired me, and that would have been the end of that. Sheik can like pretty easily do that. If a Sheik really knows this matchup, once Link is off stage and trying to use like the hook shot or up B to get back on, it's 100% impossible for Link to do that. She can always just throw out a back air and basically cover all of the options no matter what Link does. Marth can do the same thing. Oh, and Fox too with the shine. Yeah, it's bad. Anyway, let's continue. So I lose my stock there and we're back to even. So I don't know why I did that F smash. I guess because he was light shielding, and I felt that it would the pushback. If he shielded it, then the pushback would prevent him from punishing adequately. So I'll miss a down smash there, and I pay the price for that. I get pushed off stage. And again, he lets me back on because he doesn't know like how to really edge guard Link to get that guaranteed, I guess.
Very interesting to watch.
But he could have easily done that if he threw out a back air while I was dangling from the chain instead of letting me pull it back up. So I go to the left side of the rock hoping he won't pursue me, but he's Mew2King playing against a Link, so of course he's going to pursue me. But I quickly get out of there, and I reach a point where Mew2King starts digging around, and I start digging around.
Link, though? God knows, when the hell was the last time Mew2King played a Link?
Yeah, that matchup in experience, or even matchup rust, rather, might be able to play into this factor right now. And, you know, for the most part, InternetExplorer
not going to do anything with that noodle Sheik.
Taking his time. You know, some people, when they see this,
anyway, that was good for me because then Sheik was... Okay, no. I want to talk about this. Hold on, right here. Because this is a really, really interesting and ridiculous Link gimmick that I came up with a couple months ago. And the fact that I pulled it off against Mew2King proves that it's effective and you should use it. Here's what happens. So let me just go forward a little bit. Here's what I do. So Sheik threw needles at me. So needles came out. And I guess I catch my boomerang or whatever. And this is exactly what's going on. Okay, Mew2King's coming towards me, and I full hop, and I down air. Why would I do that? It looks really unsafe, really stupid. It's like, you know, that's like what a scrub would do playing Link in Melee. He goes for like down airs, and obviously Mew2King shields because, well, down airs. To be honest, it's a scary move against your opponent. If it's one of those moves where like I'm throwing out a down air and like they're just gonna shield because they know that as long as they don't get hit by it and I land, I have 25 frames of L-cancelled landing lag, and they can just easily punish me. So why are you going to try to challenge it? Why are you going to try to like read it? Just let it land and punish the down air. That's what everybody does. And this is where the genius gimmicks come in, because what I do is, watch, boom, I bounce. And why do I bounce? Because there is a needle sticking out of the ground right there. And this one in particular was good positioning because it was right like next to Mew2King's shield. And so what ends up happening is I put Mew2King in shield stun from the down air right there, and then I bounce off the needle. And he doesn't expect that, and no one's going to, that's not like a standard option that you're going to read, so, you know, punishing a landed down air is like an autopilot punish. And so he hops out of the shield stun and tries to forward air me right there, the spot that I was in where I landed my down air, but the bounce brought me to safety. And as a result, I'm able to punish him instead with an F smash. Oh yeah! So that's a little he had too high percent for me to hit with both F smashes, but that's a really interesting gimmick I came up with, and I don't normally like publicly share my stupid link gimmicks because that's all I have going for me. But like, I just thought it was really hilarious that I did it on Mew2King to prove the validity of, because that's one of the stupidest gimmicks that I've come up with to date. And the fact that it worked on, you know, a top Sheik just gives it a little bit more credibility, and that makes me really happy. And I hope that other links out there experiment with like that kind of stupidity, because if anything, it makes the match more fun. And even right after that happened, I hit him with the F smash, and I turned to him, I'm like, "Hey, I tricked you," and he's like, "I don't know this matchup," and I'm like, "Lol." So hold on, video seeking problem again.
Thoroughly enjoyed.
There we go. Anyway.
Nice F smash. Yeah, Link Nair, very
so
solid.
right there, I went for another dare, and again that looked like a stupid dare. But what I was trying to do specifically was, I mean, first of all, I was trying to punish this tech with a dare, but I was too late. But after I hit his shield, I was aware that I was too late, and so I continued moving forward, and I tried to go for the ledge cancel, but I fell a little short, sadly, and so he was able to grab me out of that. If I maybe moved backward instead after hitting a shield back over to this ledge, then I probably would have gotten the ledge cancel and wouldn't have been punished for it. Hold on. I don't know why that's happening. I guess I gotta like drag it a little bit.
Link Nair, very solid.
Alright.
I think it has 2 hitboxes.
So I'm off stage here. He gets the back air, and that's the end of that.
Right off stage.
Expected.
Getting him, I don't even know what he used, even an air or
I think it was a back air. I couldn't really tell.
But again, he's playing it really safe too. Like that arrow was a mistake, by the way. Yeah, but anyway,
I don't know if you know,
he's shielding my approaches, which is probably which is a mistake. He should be challenging my approaches,
a lot of characters possess,
in my opinion, because I can space my approaches, and like they're really bad hitboxes, and he can challenge them if he wants to. There again, he pushed me off stage and he back aired me, covered my options. I tried to bomb jump, but it sent me in the wrong direction because it was kind of a weird angle.
waiting for him to get on ledge, taking
So
right off, and then taking care of him right there.
Sheik's at high damage right now, so I tried to play it smart and keep him off stage, but I was not able to do that. So I'm back to being really safe. That was really cool, actually, specifically right there, and I don't do this, but I might start doing this more against Sheik. If I'm far away, I might start charging arrows, because if you observe what happened, Sheik shot needles, and the arrow ate most of those needles and hit Sheik in response. If you don't know, a fully charged arrow does a whopping 18% damage, and so if you can use that and eat most of the arrows and hit the Sheik in response, then that is definitely a very good trade if your strategy is, again, to just kind of chip damage away.
Yeah, he definitely did a really good
So
job.
that was a good decision on my part, even though I kind of just like winged it out there. I responded to his dash attack with an up B. That secured me the kill.
I'm not really too sure how to deal with Jake.
And that was the last stock. That was, again, simple. He pushed me off, grabbed the ledge. I couldn't recover. Nothing much more to say about that. And that was it. Shake hands, and I'm out of there. So
not playing. Okay, good.
You know, short 2 matches, but I feel like a lot happened. You know, I got a couple of cool, interesting gimmicks in there. I learned quite a bit about the matchup. That's one where you really want to just you can kind of you can outrun Sheik in like at least better than you can outrun like Fox, for instance. Fox is going to put, you know, he's just going to, you know, picture Final Destination Fox versus Link. He starts with dash dancing, and then he just runs in and does like a short hop nair or like a shine or something like that, and you have to be prepared for that. You basically have to, you can throw out a couple of projectiles, but against Fox you're going to want to stand around and prepare for snuffing out his approaches. Against Sheik, it's a little bit different, where instead of trying to snuff out his approaches, you want to adequately defend against his approaches so that you can just back off and get more space again. Because Link's projectiles in the end can probably just outdo Sheik's needles as far as maneuverability and putting on general pressure and slowly racking up damage. And Sheik's probably not going to go for that anyway, because most Sheiks have tools that allow them to not be stupid in camp. But when you're Link, you're not really given that luxury. So I would say that kind of the best thing to do is to just slowly rack up damage with those projectiles. Play very safe. Keep your spacing when you are putting like a little shield pressure on. If the Sheik knows to be aggressive, then you're probably going to have a much harder time. But in this case, I feel like I did pretty well. I had no choice but to take a number of risks. Sometimes some of those risks were good risks and rewarding, and others were pretty stupid mistakes. But hopefully I won't be making those mistakes in the future, and hopefully you won't either if you're a Link player. So that's pretty much everything I have to say on it. Thanks for listening, and at the very least I hope you found it interesting. And maybe if I get some good recordings in the future, I'll do some more of these. They're kind of fun, so hope to see you guys around in the local tourneys. Do some money matches. Yeah.